ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the most must-see podcast here in the NJSSL. Welcome to the Cutting Redge. I am joined here live by the player of the week in week 1 of NJSSL football. He is the one man who made the difference for his team this past week in NJSSL football against Ash Research Clinic. He is the top player and was the number 1 draft pick for Advanced Dental Clinic. He is the one, the only Mehdi Jaffery. Yeah, he's Mehdi Jaffery. Assalamu alaikum, bro. How you been?
Walaikum salam, man. I'm chilling. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Mehdi J, wasn't it a great week of NJSSL football?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I just wish more people came through, but it was great, man. I miss football.
Yeah, I know. It's good to definitely have it back. The first 3 games were pretty wild. A lot of crazy things happened. We're gonna get through all of it. We're gonna talk all 3 games today. It's gonna be solid. How does it feel? How did it feel to be back on the field?
I felt great, Reg. I felt great. You know, I had the hamstring injury last season, and it really shook things up for me. So my hamstring feels great, and I'm ready to go. I feel like I'm in tip-top shape right now, and I'm ready to take on whatever comes my way.
100%. And you know what? At the tender young age of 23, MJ, you got a long career ahead of you, my guy. You you don't want to overexert your body to the point of injury.
Yeah, so that's why we all got to stretch. I encourage everyone to stretch out before the games every day, not even when you're not playing. So just
100%. That's excellent advice to those younger and older, and those less athletic than you, like myself. So excellent, Mehdi J. So listen, let's talk about that first game. Let's talk about Advanced Dental Clinic versus Ash Research Clinic.
Advanced Dental versus Ash Research Clinic. We have Adil Kazmi making his first start at quarterback, driving down the field, starting with a bunch of short plays with a few runs, setting up this screenplay to Qasim Rizvi for a gain of 12. The team continues to push down the field, getting within the 30-yard line, around field goal range. They decide to go for it on 4th and 2. Abbas Nathani with the rush, coming up short, turnover on downs. This gives Taha Rizvi, seasoned quarterback of Ash Research Clinic, the ball for the first time in the game. So he starts off pretty hot with a few screens and runs. Shubber made a great run early in the drive, setting up this play, an out route to Zunair. A few moves after the catch, leading them down into the red zone. Taha makes a few more passes, there's a few runs, getting them knocking on a touchdown. The first attempt here on 2nd down. Nucky with a possible interception and drop, followed by 3rd down play, jump off of Zunair. Adil Kazmi with a beautiful deflection. Here we have a missed field goal, very crucial by Shubber. Next drive, a few runs to get away from the end zone, setting up this play. You can see, snapped right before the 2-minute warning, screenplay to Mehdi Jaffery, shakes 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders, and just outruns everyone. A 92-yard catch and run, longest of the season. Next drive, we have Taha looking to convert on 3rd down. Connecting with Zunair? No. Referees calling it incomplete. Ball hit the ground as it was caught. Leading in a punt. Advanced Dental starts moving the ball again. Short pass here to Qasim Rizvi. Moving it down the field. So Advanced Dental was moving it, but then Yasser, another seasoned NJSSL vet, gets 2 back-to-back sacks, causing another punt. Giving Taha here another chance to move the ball. Connects with Misam. Misam moves the ball, catches it, still not tackled, moving all the way to midfield. Great play, great run after the catch. Unfortunately, they start stalling up. They go for it here. on 4th down. He has the time. The rush is coming. Lets it go. Jump ball. Nobody comes down with it. Now it's time for Advanced Dental to close the game out. Up 7-0. Abbas Nathani with a rush. Makes his way to the edge. Almost breaks free. With these back-to-back rushes, Advanced Dental gets into the red zone. Adil Kazmi here makes 1. 2 guys miss. 3 guys, no, tackled right before the 20-yard line. The team continues to move the ball, brings it to the 15. Abbas Nathani here, crucial play. Ends up getting frustrated, gets a unsportsmanlike conduct, gets pushed out of field goal range. So now ARC has a chance to tie it. Taha keeps the drive alive, getting away from everyone. Here they are on 4th down, game on the line. They put Ken in as quarterback, hoping he has a stronger arm. Doesn't get a clean throw off. Jump ball, ball's batted down. Alamdar.
Final score 7-0. One play made the difference. Mehdi Jaffery, 99-yard rush for a touchdown. Tell me about that.
About the touchdown?
Tell me about
Oh
that.
man,
play
first of
first.
all,
How did that
it
feel?
was I would just like to say it was a great team win. We all played, you know, in cahoots with each other, and it was great. That run was amazing. It was a screen. It was a screen like
This is a
at
screen
the
pass, right?
10-yard line, and I was funny thing is before the play even started, I was pointing out for my 2 receivers on the side, I was pointing out who to block right in front of their faces. They already knew what was coming to them, but they still couldn't stop it, Reg. So like
Mm.
that's the teamwork that we had. We had great blockers that never gave up until the play was completely done. And once I had an open space, I was out, Reg. No one's catching me.
No one's catching you. In fact, you could put anybody in the NJSSL, not a single guy is going to catch up to the speed of the speed demon Mehdi Jaffery.
For
It
sure.
was an impressive play for sure. I will say, first of all, you've already proven most doubters wrong. Almost all your doubters wrong. They all said your team was going to go 0-5 or 0-6 or however many games there are going to be this season, and you guys won your first game. It was a close battle, right? Outside of that one touchdown, like there were no other scores in the game, and the final score was 7-0. So that one touchdown basically made the difference, and that one play made the difference. I will say, when I watched this game, the biggest thing I noticed that your team has that no other team quite has nearly to that same level
Tell me
is
about it,
just
Reg.
is the chemistry. Is the chemistry at Mid J. It's everybody knew what they were supposed to do. Everybody on your team like played their role almost to perfection. And of course, obviously, like you were a huge player on this team, both offensively and defensively. Another big guy name I want to shout out, Adil. The biggest thing I noted in this game is that Adil at quarterback, he knew exactly what he was going to do before he even called hike. Whereas if you look at the other quarterback in this game, aka Taha Rizvi, the sleeping quarterback, I will say, because he had no idea what he was doing. He called hike and had no idea what he was going to do. He kept scrambling. He was trying to figure it out. He had nobody to go to. Whereas on your guys' team, everything was very well designed and you ran your plays to perfection. Tell me what that felt like, or is that kind of like, did you kind of have some preset plays going into this game?
So the thing is, in the draft, I was personally pushing for Dubs Madibai to be our next pick.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was really pushing for that. So,
You got it.
uh, yeah, and we got that. And as you can see, like last year, in the Falcons, we had Dubs too, and he wrote up all the plays, and he kept the team spirit going. Not like corny, but like not too hard. Like he kept it in the perfect middle line. You know what I mean?
100%.
So it's like all about managing a team, and I feel like the team that we got right now, we have great leaders who could be straight up, because sometimes people hide their problems or, you know, talk with it behind their backs. But if we bring it up straight up, no matter if it's hard for the team to like hear, but we got to be straight up with our team. So it's all grit, and we all got to be locked in.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Well said. I think another great point that your team had is that defensively it was excellent efforts all around. I think everybody contributed to the defensive end of things. So that was another great aspect of
Shout out
against.
NQ for that.
You got thank who?
NQ and Dubs and Qasim too. We have a great defense.
100.
Natani, Alamdar, straight sleeper pick. Alamdar was me and him. are like we're in sync.
100%, 100%. So it
Yeah,
looks like, it looks like clearly Advanced Dental is a much more dangerous team to reckon with than what people gave them credit for.
100%.
I will say Ash Research, based off this game, looked like the opposite. It seemed one of the criticisms that we had with Ash Research Clinic was that they have a very strong chance of imploding. And I wasn't there that day, but it looked like there was definitely some imploding going on their team. I don't know. They didn't seem like they were in it at all. In fact, Mehdi J, can you tell me who the captain is of this team?
That's what I was about to say too. I don't even know who the captain on the team was.
If I'm not mistaken, the captain
Yeah,
was Shubber. But
yeah,
Shubber was nowhere to be found on that. I mean, he was
yeah.
there, but like he was so forgettable in this game that he had zero impact on the game. And that cannot happen when you're supposed to be the face of the franchise, like Shubber is supposed to be. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's a lack of communication. I feel like lack of communication, lack of motivation to your
Preparation, I
teammates.
would say.
Preparation is fine too. I mean,
Perhaps some
but
intoxication too on that team.
yeah, what does that mean? But I mean, especially as a captain on the field, you have to be really vocal. You are the team, and you have to, you know, make the team feel pumped up
100%.
and in sync, and it's
And
all
and
about
I did not see
communication.
that from this team. I didn't see that from this team. The only thing I actually liked about this team, based off this game, was their offensive and their defensive lines played really well.
Yeah,
Like Baja had plenty of time,
it's
like
because we also had two people rushing.
which is fair, which is fair. But like even with that, like I think their offensive line did good work holding off those two people. Their defensive line got through and like they put pressure on you guys when you were on offense a few times. So I think their line did a really good job. But outside of that, none of their primary players did anything. First of all, if your best player on the field is going to be Meesum Zedi, okay, then you need to rethink how your offense is run because there's at least 5 guys on that team that should be putting up more numbers than Meesum offensively. And Meesum was the only guy that was doing anything. So it was pretty pitiful from Ash Research.
Listen, it's tough when you're playing against a good zone because a QB could really get tricked of where to throw it because everyone's everywhere. The defense is everywhere. So you gotta
100%.
throw tight balls, accurate balls, and you gotta beat the zone. And I don't think Taha's capable of doing that.
And I think the biggest thing again was just like the preparation. They just did not seem like they had any game plan going into this one, and it showed. And you guys did, and that's how you get the dub 7-0.
Yeah, I guess.
Fair enough. Good work, Mehdi J.
Wait, but I forgot to say we even dropped 6 picks, Reg.
Did you drop 6 picks? I kind of lost count.
I didn't. As a team, we did.
As a team, you did. You're right. That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
But
I wish I
I
had some
still,
stats. But
I was fine about that.
yeah, I mean, like
That's the
overall,
thing. Everyone dropped
you
a
played
pick, but
well.
I kept encouraging them to like keep their head up, like we're still in this, like lock in. We got the next play. We could get a pick this play. So it's all about mentality, and conveying that to your teammates.
100%, 100%. Mehdi J, it sounds like you are a guy, especially you're a defending champion. You know what it's like to win. How do you establish that game-winning mentality, that championship mentality, into guys like Abbas and Athani, who can only dream of having a championship, or Qasim, who can only dream of
I
having a
think
championship?
Nathaniel does have a champ, I think.
Does he? He might. He
On
might
the
actually have
Lions,
the
yeah.
Lions. Fine, on the Lions, he does. But
No, he's
Qasim,
good.
I don't think has ever had one.
Yeah, Qasim's a great player, and I feel like at times he was the best player on the field, like every season, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, like he could rely on me to do some of the heavy work, and it gives him space to do his own thing and really like lock in on his position. So he's a great addition. I love Qasim defensively and offensively.
100%, 100%. Qasim, here's to you having a much better season than you might have ever had in the NJSSL. Let's talk about game number 2, Mehdi J. Unless you have any other thoughts on this game.
No, that's about it. It was a great
Okay.
game. We clearly won that, even though it was 7-0.
They never had a
Yeah,
chance. They never stood a
no,
chance.
no.
Let's talk about game number 2. Game number 2 that I have is Motherland versus
Motherland. Start off running the ball, a few runs, but the second run here, great tackle by Mudafa on Wally Mirza. The team ends up going 3 and out on an incompletion right here, avoiding the sack. Motherland gets the ball. A few short runs, but followed by this big play for Han to Mosid, bringing the ball all the way downfield. Third down, Farhan calls his number. Ooh. Close, and they give him the touchdown. Farhan's first touchdown in 2 seasons, missing last season. On the following kickoff, here's a kickoff highlight. Hamza Abedi, coming back from a torn ACL, fields the ball, takes it cross field, outruns everyone, missed tackles, again and again, brings it down to the 35 from the 20, or like a 35, 40-yard kick return. Sets up Myfin in a great position. Unfortunately, that missed sack leads to a Farhan Ehsan pick. One of the fastest players in the league, and no one's catching him. That's a pick 6. Motherland up 14-0. The next drive, looking for hope, doesn't get better. Forced pass, and this time it's Ali Shah picking the ball off and proceeds to dance on the sideline. Positive news finally for Myfin. They were able to get a 3 and out, and they start pushing the ball downfield, looking to make some progress. Unfortunately, again, the drive ends in an interception. The next drive, Motherland did move the ball very well, but persistent sacks ended up in a punt. And here we are, finally getting some good passing motion going. Hamza Abi with the catch and run. Here's an option play. Wally Mirza turns the corner. Proceeds, but again, like other drives, the drive ended in an overthrow with an interception. Then Adi Shah is called up for a run play. Hits a beautiful spin moves. And it is a touchdown. And they go for the 2-point conversion. Here we have Ferdine coming in at quarterback. He was able to move the ball a bit. The game did end in a bomb to Jaffa with time expiring.
This was, I believe, the final score in this game was 22-0. This was also a very one-sided game. Lots of picks from the one and only clown quarterback, Shazan Khan. Motherland showed up, and they absolutely demolished these guys. Defensively, Heather Abbas, Mustafa Hassan, they were pulling everyone's flags.
Crazy.
I think they had 2 defensive touchdowns. I could be wrong about that. I lost track as to who scored when. But I know that I think I saw Shaw had a pick. I saw that Farhan had a pick. I thought one of them might have gone for a defensive touchdown. Yeah, I know Farhan ran one in. I know Adi ran one in, so another big shout out to him.
Nice spin move.
With that spin move, huge plays. Honestly, my Fin journey, they just I don't know what happened. What were your thoughts when you watched this game, Eddie J? Like, they were just so out of whack.
I mean, again, I feel like it's a captain problem at best.
Yeah.
Sometimes captains also try they also do too less, sorry, but they try too much also, like, especially like Shazan, like he was trying too hard out there, and it really, like, that's why he got those 4 picks.
Yeah.
And it always starts as a captain problem, and we gotta pick who the leader is. Only one person talks in the huddle. Like you know what I mean? Like 100%. That's all I could judge.
And I think, Shazan said that he would rely on a lot of the older guys to help kind of guide him and guide the team. But I don't know if it really looked like that was happening at any point. It looked like he was just out there making terrible throws. The only guy who I saw doing anything offensively in terms of receiving was Hamza, or even running wise was Hamza.
Yeah,
I think Jaffa is on this team. He was like a total non-factor, I'm pretty sure, in this game. And then, there was one guy who looked like Professor, but he had short hair. Is that guy?
Ferdine Mehdi, yeah. That's the new QB. I think he's way better than Shazan.
100%. No, but I think I think Professor was also there, wasn't he? But
wait,
his hair was short.
He got a haircut,
so thrown off. I couldn't tell if was that him. Was that as,
He got a haircut.
But yeah, good old professor,
Yeah.
with a haircut, and we thought that would make him better, but he actually was pretty irrelevant in this game too. I don't think he did much. But
Nah, Reg, that team is cooked.
is it cooked? I mean, well, we'll
Yeah.
see. For the rumor has that I think Fardine at the end of the game took over the QB positioning, and honestly, Fardine didn't seem like he was much of a factor earlier on in the game, but I think he did have a nice pass. I think it was to Hamza. I can't remember, but he
Yeah,
did seem like he was a little bit more hopeful than Shazan and his 4 interceptions. So I
definitely.
think
Because he
Shazan's
could move.
officially
He
benched.
can move. He's fast, so you can move out the pocket. He's
Yeah.
agile.
We'll see. So I think again, like this line did a pretty good job of giving Shazan time. So I don't think the line was the issue. I think
The line, okay, so I'll tell you this.
tell me.
So out of nowhere, you hear Shazan yelling, "Heavy, heavy, heavy,"
Yeah, I did hear that.
and we're
Yes,
like, "What's heavy?" And everyone was scrambling. Their whole bench was scrambling, like running
trying to get
back
the
and
big guys
forth.
out. I saw that.
Getting the. So it was big guys. I think they had 5 people on the line. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but they had 5 people on the line, and they ran a jet sweep or a handoff or a designed run, and I think that was the dumbest thing ever. Why are you having 5 big guys block when they're not really gonna block? Like they're not gonna run out and block their assignments.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You need to have guys that'll be able to run with the guy running the jet sweep.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's tricky. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
I didn't understand what was going on. He definitely had a lot of time, but Shizan also just threw ducks like he couldn't throw.
yeah. It was just bad offensive play all around. I don't even think they played that bad defensively. I think defensively they were reasonable. It's just that they were just so bad offensively. They kept they kept throwing picks, and then they had good field positioning as a result of the picks.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
think it was just
I
bad
think
all
they
around.
could easily fix that though. Now that Shizan's not the QB, I feel like they have some hope because they have Yafa too, and they're putting Yafa at running back.
That was kind of weird too.
That was weird, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was only game one. I think their chemistry is gonna get better. Hopefully, we'll see. Honestly, I don't know, but
I don't know.
honestly,
I don't know. I don't have much hope for it, but
maybe
I think best of luck to them. You know what I mean? Some people got
100%.
some people got to take a step back, and some people got to take a step in. I don't want to say names, but
They
in
definitely need
terms
to
of
figure it out.
football,
They need to
yeah,
figure it out. But Motherland, very impressive. I think Motherland, if they play every week the way they played against my Finn, which I honestly don't know if they'll have an opportunity to do that, but if they do, I mean, they definitely could take the top prize. I was actually very impressed with Motherland. I actually have them as like my top team right now.
yeah,
MJ, I don't know if
same.
you guys would be able to hold them
No,
out.
likewise. I think they're the best team in the league, 100%.
Hmm.
Great team.
Absolutely.
Farhan's a great coach, and coaching for him was hard last year because he wasn't on the field. Now that he's on the field and he's the QB, coaching for him is much, much easier, and he can just run stuff on
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah, and it's nice that they had like both him and Shot to switch off at QB as desired. So
100%.
it's definitely a dangerous team there.
Defensively, they're locked down, locked down.
100%. They had a strong line. Actually,
Most
yeah.
Hather, great flag pullers.
Hmm.
Nabil's a strong dude. He could rush in quick. He wasn't even playing that game. Forgot who else they have, but yeah, they're a solid team.
It was definitely strong work all around. Yeah, definitely defensive line, the line, the flag pullers, all of it was just top notch.
100%.
100%. All right, let's move on to that final game, Mehdi J. This was Timeless Creations versus
The second
SNS
game,
Motorsport.
first play of the game, Mehdi Jaffery of Timeless Creation throws an interception to AJV, SNS Motorsport. Short, a lot of players have a first-time quarterback in Shiraz. There you see them going for it on third down, not converting. Timeless gets the ball back. Mehdi Jaffery immediately goes for a rush. Picks up a good chunk of yards. Next play, finds AJ Musfi up the middle. Great catch, great find. Keeps the ball moving. Next play, Mehdi Jaffery with a big run. Making his way around 20 yards down the field. And here they are, setting up the pass. Passing to Molson, great block, weaving. Great catch and run with the new hash rule. The ball is moving, creating more space on one side of the field when the ball is moved to the other hash mark. So there we have it, the first score. Next drive, third down. Shiraz not able to connect. Fortunately enough, they do get a 3-and-out from Timeless. And now Shiraz gets the ball, gives AJV a chance at a jump ball, catches over 2 defenders, causing utter chaos on the line. Everyone moves down the field. Here we go again. Shiraz looking for another big play. End zone. Great arm. Intercepted. No pass interference. Jaffery with the push on the 1-yard line. Going for AJB again. And Rayan Alidina with the key interception here. Stopping SNS from tying the game up. Right before the half, Jaffery throws a ball 40, 50 yards in the air. Rayan Alidina with the catch. Unfortunately, time runs out and he is tackled. So they go into the half up 7-0. SNS showing some sort of life, missing their first-round pick, second-round, third-round pick, and captain. But Shiraz is trying to keep the team alive. Struggles do continue. Looking for some hope. Ball into the ground. Turnover on down. This turnover on down sets up a key play right here. Ali Bobby Rizvi. His number was called. He catches it. And he delivers. Beautiful juke. Runs it to the house. With that score, Timeless Creation takes a 14-0 lead. Game is slowly getting away. Next drive, Jaffery, first round pick, gets a diving interception. They do punt the ball back. Shiraz gets another opportunity, going for a jump ball. A lot of contact there. Mohsen grabs it. Everyone looks defeated. He runs it back. 21-0. Well, there was some positive notes here. SNS did get some pressure. Ali Raza Aftab with some tackles, and Raza Merchant with some tackles. To the last game, My Finn versus Motherland.
Final score was Timeless winning 21-0. Now, we got to put a little bit of an asterisk on this game.
Asterisk, yeah. I agree.
A lot, well, the primary players, 4 of the primary players from SNS Motorsports were just not there. Hussein Abdi was missing. Zuhaib and Zan Mumtaz and Irtizam Mumtaz were all not there. And all 4 of those guys are huge. They can make, if they're there, that changes the whole output of the game. I think the biggest thing to have come out from this week, 2 big things. One is a new QB has emerged in the NJSSL in the name of Shiraz Rizvi.
He's great.
And he played really well. I honestly did not expect him to play as well as he did. He took a little bit of time to adjust, but I think overall, considering the fact that this was his first NJSL game, he kind of held his own at QB.
Yeah, he has experience. I could tell he has experience.
100%. And I think he did a solid job. And the other thing that I think is that was huge here is that this game had the play of the week. I would say that arguably equal to your play, not equal, but I think your play. That your run for a touchdown was a potential play of the week. The other play of the week was ZJ to Bobby, the 50-yard pass, and with Bobby Dukes and ran for the touchdown. I think that has to be the play of the week.
That's the play of the week.
Bobby Rizvi, baby. Bobby Rizvi, you deserve all the love and praise and credit for that because that was great work. After many years of being irrelevant in football, Bobby, you finally came out and you showed him who's the man.
The thing is, he's finally given a chance, and CJ shows love to everyone on the field. So CJ's going to throw to you if he sees you open, and it's going to be a good throw. So Bobby was ready for that, and he ran the field. He did the little hop steps. I don't know, he got that under his belt, but good shit, Bobby.
It was beautiful. It worked out well, and he ran for the touchdown. It was amazing to see. Now, again, will that happen against a full SNS team? Maybe, maybe not. But either way, it was really good. SNS, again, in addition to Shiraz, I think guys like Ayan and AJV really played well for their team. I will say in the beginning, actually, the ref messed up. I don't know if you caught that, but he accidentally called a whistle. The first play, ZJ threw an interception to AJV, and AJV might have ran it back for a touchdown or something, but they blew it down too early. So that kind of I think that just led to SNS not having any further opportunities after that. But
wait, was that the first drive of the game?
I think it was right at the beginning of the game. ZJ
threw another pick right after though.
He might have. He did throw a couple of picks to ZJ, but there was
Did
that,
he?
and then there was also one other. There was also like a pass interference, I think, that was called on ZJ that got SNS down to the 1 yard line. But then Strauss threw an interception. So that's tough. The interceptions are tough. I think the quarterbacks need to remember this is the NJSSL. It's not quarterback friendly. You got to sometimes just run the ball, and
Yeah.
especially when you're on the 1 yard line. I think that
And
probably
the
would have
field
been
is
better.
huge. We're using the whole field again, so you really gotta throw it like it's far.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. ZJ, any extra thoughts on this game?
Does he call me ZJ?
Oh, sorry, I'm Jaff. I'm Jaff.
Nah. That's
Sorry, I didn't mean to
disrespect.
disrespect you like that.
Yeah, again, SNS Motorsports has nobody on the team, but
Mhm.
I feel like the QB and AJV did a good job. AJV, I think, dropped a few catches, so he gotta work on that. But overall, he did really good. ZJ seems ZJ. He's nice with it. He makes everybody look good, you know. So um, he didn't have Shahrukh either, though. He didn't have Shahrukh, Shan, or Rehan on the field either. So
Well, pause. Let's actually talk about that for a second.
yeah, gotta
Sharuk.
bring that up. Yep.
Sharuk. Sharuk Naqvi. I say this every year. The man is an absolute waste of space. Okay? There's no point in playing football when you're not going to show up, my guy. Like, what are
Yeah,
you
it's
doing?
sad.
Why are you second round pick? What? Listen, you're less useful than this notebook because this notebook shows up to talk about Cutting Redge and NJSSL every week. Shark, you might as well just sit your butt down, my guy. Get out of the league, brother. Like, come on, nah. It's disrespectful to some of the players, Like you're getting drafted
Yeah, you're
over
right.
them when they're not even there. But
Yeah,
anyways,
and it's not even disrespectful for the players. It's like disrespectful for the team, who put the trust in him to pick him, and he's not gonna show up. But it's unfortunate, things happen. You never know if you have something going on or something. So
that's fair.
yeah,
That's
so
fair. So we'll listen. We still love you, Shark. You're the man.
oh
You
man,
know,
and he's coming next week.
and he's coming
So
next
that's
week. That's
good
probably the only
news.
week he's gonna come. That's the thing with
I'm
him.
excited. I'm excited.
Inshallah. Well, we look forward. I bet he's gonna play his heart out next week. He's gonna get a definite win for Timeless Creations,
No, he's not.
and we'll see what happens.
No, he's not, Reg.
What's that?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Are they against you guys? Let's
Yeah,
let's jump into the
let's
predictions for
go.
next week. So first match to talk about, we got my Fin Journey versus SNS Motorsports. So both those teams lost. I think all the Abdi the Abdi and Mumtazes, they're gonna
It's the
come back.
battle of the Abdis.
It is a battle of the Abdi, Hamza versus Sin. But I think these guys are gonna come back mad that they lost the first game. I think they're gonna find a way to get better chemistry.
FinTech?
No, no,
My fin,
no.
my fin.
SNS Motorsports. I think Finn Journey is gonna still struggle with the
I don't
chemistry
think
and figuring it
Hassan's
out.
coming this week.
Oh, Sam's not there again.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I mean he probably has like a honeymoon or something to do, so that's fair. All right. Well, we'll see. You think that game's going to Finn Journey then?
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of personally I want them to win. I want to see Vali cook up.
I would love to see Valley cook up. I'd also love to see Hamza Abdi get the love that he earns every
Yeah,
week.
he's about to get a few receiving tutties. We'll
Yeah.
see.
And Yafa, I think Yafa needs a redemption week after this past week.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the man's president of his ABSA. I don't know who let that happen, but once you're president of ABSA, you need to show him that you're president worthy.
Yeah,
Show him that you can
100%.
play out. That's all right. So we'll give that one to my Fin Journey. We'll see what SNS can do. Whenever Hussein comes back. Second game, we got Timeless Creations versus Advanced Dental Clinic. So what are your thoughts, MJ?
I'm excited for it. I feel like we're well prepared for that. So we're gonna come out and do what was said to us, and hopefully it works. And we're gonna hustle. We're gonna hustle. We're gonna out hustle them. Hopefully, that's it.
There you go. There you go. The question is this: who's going to get into the head of Abbas Nathani and make him give up a 15-yard, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty?
Yeah. Misam Zadi's not gonna be on the field, so
He's not going to be. But Timeless has somebody. Shark's probably going to do that to him.
nah, the Time's gonna do this. Nah. Hopefully, there's no like too much trash talk. I just like a good football game. That's it.
Yeah, of course. Nah, more people need to be like you, Jaff. You just play your heart out and you leave it all on the field.
I don't even got time to talk, Reg, on the field. I'm gassed.
Yeah, and you're gassed, but you're also locked in, my guy.
But I'm also locked in,
You're locked
trying to
in.
get my breath back, trying to, figure out what the next play is. We don't got
100%.
time for none of that trash talk.
100%. MJ, if you think about it, 3 years ago, I remember throwing a flag at you for delaying the game because you were being a goofball on the field when you were on Professor's team on the Packers or whatever.
That
And
was a clown
look at
show.
how far you've come, my guy.
Yeah, it's because, we have a leader on our team, and I thank NQ for that.
There you go. So what you're saying is that Professor needs to be more like NQ?
Oh, 100%. We all need to be more like NQ.
There you go. Good old NQ, man. He's going from clown to king, just like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got advanced animal. I'm interested. I'm very interested to see what happens in this game. I'm gonna give it to Timeless though. I mean, I feel like if this is the one week that Shark's gonna show up, he has to ball out. Otherwise, no one's gonna let him regret it, or like no one's gonna let him live it. Last game we've got Ash Research Clinic versus Motherland. If Motherland plays like they played this past week, they're gonna dominate these guys. But if Ash Research Clinic can figure out how to, a game plan, then they should have hope.
No,
What do you got?
Motherland's getting that dub.
Nolan's getting it. All right,
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I believe so.
I mean, I think I don't know. I trust that Ash could do it. They just need to figure out what their game plan is. And the game plan can't be call hike and run around until somebody gets open because that's not going to work.
They might be the worst team in the league.
Ash Research Clinic. We'll see. What my Finn? I think my Finn's got to be the worst.
Yeah,
they're so clueless.
They're the worst for sure right now.
Yeah,
100%.
we'll see. We'll see if
It
anything
was
changes.
disgusting to see the game.
It
Disgusting.
was disgusting to watch it on YouTube. Every time I thought Shazan was going to do something useful, he just went and made some boneheaded play.
Yeah.
And he keeps blaming me for why his stock is so bad. No, bro, you're throwing 4 interceptions a game. You're the reason your stock is so bad. Shazan.
I think people got into Vali's head and then at the beginning of the game and then I think
That was it. It took over from there. That's okay. We believe in them. They do have a strong team. They just need to figure it out.
Yeah.
So time will tell. All right, I'm Jaff. Any final thoughts?
I just hope everyone shows up again. So, it's a fair fight and
Yeah.
I'm excited to guard Shahrukh. I might not even guard him really. So like that's the thing. So I'm excited to work
Do you
as a
think you'll
team.
shut him? Do you think you would shut him down if you did guard him?
100%. Yeah.
100%. There you go. Straight out of the mouth of the defending champion, Mehdi Jaffery, looking to be a 2-time champion in the NJSSL Football League.
Best corner in the league.
Best corner in the league. Best receiver, best running back, arguably.
Yeah.
But good stuff, Mehdi J. All right, my friend. It was excellent having you on. We'll get this uploaded as soon as we can because this was a great
good.
week one.
You liked it, Reg? You liked this
I
podcast?
loved it. I loved watching the game. I love the fact that I love the podcast that we just did. I love the fact that the full games are on YouTube, so it makes it all very easy to stay a part of the action.
100%, Reg. Thank you for having me, by the way.
Of course. Thank you so much. And way to defend your team's honor. Everybody wanted to strip Knack of his NQ of his honor, because of the team that he drafted, but you showed them single-handedly. Well, no, your whole team showed them because they all played great. That Advanced Dental is not to be messed with.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know,
shout out Advanced Dental.
Shout out Irfan.
Make sure you guys floss tonight.
If you need some dental work, Advanced Dental Clinic, Irfan Zaidi is the man to see. All right, guys. Everyone stay safe out there. We look forward to seeing you next week for NJSL Week 2 of football. And inshallah, until then, have a great night.
Khudafis.
Khudafis.